Andy's reheating the color, getting the color good and hot, and he'll smear that over the initial bubble. Here he goes, pushing that right over the clear bubble that he had originally. Andy's working that color in so it's a nice even layer. The finished piece will look all the same color. Andy's let that cool down a bit to be stable, and then he's going to go into the furnace and gather some molten glass. It's the consistency of honey on a warm day. The fresh glass is then rolled into what we call a cherry wood block. It's a ladle shape. The glass rides on a layer of steam. So then he'll get some more water on that. And this just shapes the glass and centers it around the pipe. You can see there you have a nice bubble with the color and the clear crystal around it. Here he's using the 8 sheets of the Wall Street Journal folded up and soaked in water and then burned up. Heating and shaping. Now they're handing the pipe off to Christopher, and into the molten glass we go. Shaping and cooling the back end of that. Working the crystal around the bubble. Little blow. Here's where the teamwork comes in. Christopher is able to get his tools and his glove on. His assistant Andy cools the pipe, rocks out a little bit, and then it's going to heat the glass. The tools we use are the same ones that have been used for 1,000 years. Andy's getting that so it's pliable and hot. Consistency of taffy. Christopher pulls the tip there so we have something to start elongating the glass with. Pull and snip. The newspaper centering, shaping, cooling. Looking for a football shape or a torpedo shape with that bubble all the way down to the tip of it. As we hold the glass up, it falls back to the pipe. I'm putting the tip into the water so it's cool, so I have something to grab onto. Little swing, pull it up. And then we hand it off to Ben, who's up on the ladder. The glass is hot enough it starts to stretch. Grab the torch, help it along, give it a little extra heat so it moves where we want it to move. We give it a little pull, stretching. One last little pull to get the length we need. And we'll put a crimp in there. That's where we'll break it off of the blowpipe. So now I need to keep the whole thing warm while my assistant Andy puts on his helmet and gloves to put the piece away. We decided to put a little curve in this one. And these mittens are made out of Kevlar. A little extra bend. Let the whole thing cool down a little bit. We're going to put a couple of drops of water on the end there and break it off into Andy's hands. Grab it, Andy. Good catch. And into the annealing oven it goes. The oven is at 915 degrees and it stays there all day until the next morning and the piece is finished.